Yeah, g'day Kenyans, welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. This week I want to go through an advanced rescue technique called a pickoff. Now, personally I think this is the absolute last option. You're putting yourself at risk by getting on rope with a stuck abseiler. I've had to do this once when I had a client that freaked out and was clinging to a ledge. If you can't lower them down, like in that instance they were clinging to the ledge so we couldn't lower, couldn't raise them up. So we had to do a pick-off. The only other time I could think of a pick-off might be necessary. Someone's stuck on the rope, they're unconscious, they're above a deep pool when you need to get them down safely, or you need to administer first aid on the spot or something like that. Again, it's a last option, you put yourself at risk, but it's a handy skill to know. One I haven't really practiced for a while, so we'll see how we go. Now, before you even start, what you really need to do is make sure you've got all the right equipment. So I'm going to make sure I've got some extra stuff hanging on my harness for this one. So I'm going to take a couple of extra carabiners just in case. Make sure I've got my tib lock, my VT prussic. I'm actually going to extend that out above me with just a Canyon quick draw. You could use like a sling or a prussic cord, whatever you want. I've got my standard prussics on my harness. I'm going to grab some extra ones. I'm going to take a long prussic as well. So I have a long prussic tied up to my harness. It's basically that one there, but just to show you it's a longer prussic that I can just deploy when I need to. I've got that tied up. I'll show you why I've tied that up in that way. When we get up on the rope, actually I'll undo it and I'll tie it up there. I might even just grab a bit of sling. I've just got that folded up into an extended drawer. So just an extra long bit of sling. I'm not sure if I'll use that this time around, but they can come in handy. So I'll take that as well. So again, it is a slightly more advanced technique. We go and give it a couple of goes, get it right, and then I'll finish. So I've abseiled down, so I'm just above my stuck abseiler. I'm speaking all the way, I want to talk to them. I don't want them panicking and start thrashing about or doing something that's going to put me in danger, so I'm just going to let them know what I'm doing. I'm coming down, I'm approaching, I want you to stay still, all that sort of stuff, try and keep them calm. I've locked off, I've got a VT prussic above me, I've locked off my device. Now I need to secure the abseiler to me. Now for this, you could use a sling, a decent bit of prussic. I'm going to use my cow's tail. Just going to pull that out. I'm going to put another attachment point in. Just going to tie a little figure 8 in that just to neat everything up, keep everything nice, neat and short. I'm going to attach them into their belay loop. I might even shorten that up just a fraction. Okay, so now I need to get them unweighted. So I need something up above me. You could use a prussic loop. I'm going to use tib lock, you can use an ascender, whatever you want. And now I need to set up some sort of counterbalance where I can take their weight. Got a long prussic cord here. And this is why it's important to make sure you get all the right gear before you even attempt to do this. Things get a little bit busy on your belay loop. I'm just going to attach it to their belay loop with another figure 8. Now I'm going to put it up into my capture device. Now I need a foot loop down here, and if you're heavier than the person that you're trying to lift, it could be you just need to put a foot loop in, stand up, take their weight, then lower them down. Most of the time they're going to be a little bit heavier or yeah, a little bit heavier than you. So if I'm 90 kilos, this is 100 kilos, then if I'm counterbalancing with my foot loop, I only really need to lift 10 kilos, so I should be able to do that. So I'll put foot loop into this. And then, by standing up and lifting up, I'm taking the weight up off their device. As I said, if you're really struggling, just lifting up, get your knees under it. The other thing you could do is put a wood hitch up here, and then I just pull them down, lift up, and catch them with the munter hitch, and that'll come in handy later. So now I've got them up off their device, whatever's sticking them, I can let them off. And now with this munter hitch, I'm just going to slowly let them down. Until they take up on my device. So now I've got all their weight. I can release all this stuff. I'm not going to be too fussed with that, it's still connected to. I'm not going to worry too much about retrieving all that just yet. Okay, so now I can unlock my device. I've got them, release the VT, I can abseil all the way to the ground. And that is a basic pickoff. Yeah, there you go, the pickoff from the top. As I said, it's kind of a last option. Anytime you put yourself on rope with a stuck abseiler, you're starting to put yourself at risk. You really need to know what you're doing and be 100% confident in it, well practiced and all that sort of stuff. If you lower them down or raise them up, even better, but occasionally you need to do it. So we deployed the spare rope, we abseiled down, set up a counterbalance to take their weight off. Now if you can't do that, if they're significantly heavier than you, you can always pull up the tail of their rope, set up a 3-to-1 haul and give you a little bit extra to get their weight off their device, and then lower them back down onto your harness. So yeah, it's probably the only thing I didn't cover in the video itself. Set up a 3-to-1 if you needed to. As I said, you've got plenty of spare rope below you, pull that tail up, set up your 3-to-1, pull them up, and then you're right to lower them down. So yeah, pickoffs, hope you guys got something out of that. Stay safe, stay practiced, and when everything opens back up, catch you out there somewhere.